This episode is brought to you by Icebreaker. Icebreaker is a natural merino performance outdoor clothing company based in Auckland, New Zealand. With Icebreaker's lightweight, durable, odor-resistant apparel, it removes moisture away from your skin in warm condition to keep you cool and comfortable. And Cotopaxi. Cotopaxi is an outdoor travel apparel, bag, and gear company with a focus on impact and sustainability. They believe in creating and designing outdoor gear that fuels both adventure and global changes by dedicating a percentage of its revenue towards vetted non-profit organization working to improve human condition. Consider using the affiliated link in the description for your next purchase. You will help support future content on this channel. Thanks for your support. It is 11:15 a.m. day one, so car is packed. The place it's packed. So sorry about the noise. I have the air condition beside me, but in this trip, the wifey's coming with me. This is the first time camping for this year. With both her and I are going. The setup for this trip is exactly the same thing what I did last time. The only difference is my cot. The cot I'm bringing with me, this one is the smaller versions, the portable ones, like incredibly, like packs really small. I brought two of those, two sleeping pads as well, and the rest remains the same and just extra food. But the car is actually packed pretty light. Yeah, and I forgot to mention that that we're actually off to Long Point Provincial Park. It's at Lake Erie. It's a beautiful spot. It's great. So we're heading down there this afternoon. We're just grabbing last minute stuff, grab some ice and gas, and head over. After that, our goal is to be there about 1:30. It's gonna take about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get there, depending on traffic, because it is pretty west past Hamilton. So it's kind of far. Well, not far, but it's just trafficy. So that's why we're heading down there early. So everything's packed. I can still see from the back. That's not an issue. I do have a new toy. Before I was using for the past couple of camping, for the first camping trip, I was using the Zip portable camping barbecue with coals in it. But when I was doing the calculation regarding using it for long-term use, a long-term solution for camping and having a barbecue, it's not very economical. Those things cost $20, $17, $18 if it's on sale, but it's roughly about $20. And if you're using it twice a day, 3 times a day, depending what you're having, it can be very, very expensive. So I bought a brand new barbecue. It uses butane, so I'm gonna show you guys later. It's literally a grilled butane stove barbecue thing. So I got that about a week ago, so I'm gonna test out with that. So I'm gonna bring my last Zippo portable barbecue just to finish that off, and so I don't have to use it anymore, but so I can just get rid of it. I was planning to buy more butane tanks for the stove and for the thermostat, but if I'm switching to, there's a good chance I might not even use the stove part, just boiling water. The rest will be cooked on the barbecue. I have like I have 2 tanks. They're both half full, so that's not gonna be a problem. Yeah, no, everything is good. So we're actually camping about 20 feet away from the beach, according to the map. But we'll see when we get there. I haven't camped in this campsite before. I've been there for day trips, but never camped overnight. So that's gonna be fun and exciting. So yeah, I'm just waiting for Michelle to come down and finish packing and head out. It's 11:53 a.m. We just finished getting gas and ice. We just have to do one more stop because we forgot sponges. So we're just grabbing sponges and we're off to go after that. The it's going to take about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get there. Here's the trick in getting there. You have to take all the major highways going there, and it's almost noon. It's going to be rush hour going there. But by the time we get to Hamilton, it's going to slow down even more. After that, since we get to the top of the city, we have to zigzag our way to the park. So it's going to be very fun. It's going to be interesting. Again, like I mentioned earlier, this is the first time Michelle's going camping this year. For the longest time, the last time we went camping together was just before the pandemic. So yeah, so it's the first time. Plus, her work requires her to be outdoors as an environmental technician / engineer. So she's always outdoors. So for her to go on a vacation outdoors is kind of pushing it. So I'm just glad she said yes to this one. So it's gonna be fun. We're actually going to a part of the park that we're putting our tent about 20 feet away from the beach, so hopefully we can hear the wave crashing down. That'll be awesome. And it's a beautiful day. It's going to be 25 degrees for the next 4 days, so it's going to be nice, a nice breeze to it. The air feels great. Compared to yesterday you can still smell the fires from Quebec, but now it's actually pretty clear. So hopefully the wind is pushing it away from the city. So yeah, so hopefully when we get there it'll be nice, and it's gonna be great. I can't wait. It's 2:30 p.m. and we finally arrived. Let's just say that it's not what I expected. I'll show you guys the site. It's literally open to everywhere, and definitely no shade, and it's in a slope as well, so this could be very challenging. But the good news is the beach is just right there, but my neighbor is over there, over there, over there, over there. Privacy is actually very well, practically non-existing. There's no privacy. Michelle, what do you think? What do you think?
Not bad.
Not bad.
It's cute. I mean, if we want to go on the swings, we have full rain and full.
Yeah, the swings are there, so we're literally in front of the.
We can play on the slide if we want to.
Yeah, we didn't realize that it's gonna be close to the park. It didn't really show in the map that we're beside the park, so it's a little cozy. Really intimate. The ground itself is actually sand. So everything here in the whole thing is sand. The fire pit is pretty close to the trees. I'm kind of not liking that. Typically, you normally have like space around the fire pit, but this one's pretty close. I'll take photos. At least you guys know what it looks like. Good news is we do have trees that we can hang the awning, just especially when it gets hot. So what it looks like is gonna be there is a little cove here, right here. I'm gonna put the tent in. Then we're gonna make this area here as the kitchen, and we'll probably place the car in sideways here so we can block the give a little bit of privacy. Again, the good news is we're pretty close to the bathroom. Yeah, so we're gonna set up the area, the tent, the site, and we'll get back to you what it looks like. It is 3:24. So everything's set up. I'm actually underneath the awning. It is actually incredibly hot today. It is 30 degrees. So this is what the camp looks like, to give you a perspective. So we set up the tarp this way already to cover the picnic table. I was planning to put this, like, attach it to the tree, but the trees are angled in weird and actually interferes with the tent. The reason why we set it up this way, don't worry about that, it's not going to be a tripping hazard. I'll show you later. The reason why we set it up this way is just to get everything compressed a bit, because as you can clearly see, there's no privacy here. There's literally no privacy here. So we just have to make everything sort of compact. But I am planning to move the car closer here. So again, to give it a little bit more privacy. Yeah, so it's a yeah. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna keep setting up. We're probably gonna have an early dinner tonight because it's we're getting hungry. We didn't anticipate the drive is 2 and a bit hours because of traffic. So yeah, we're just gonna start. We're gonna keep setting up, keep going. I am planning to tuck this in, so just in case it rains, we just stake everything down. Just in case. There's supposed to be no wind tonight or no rain, but we'll never know. So we're just going to finish setting up, get everything into the tent, get that ready. We're probably gonna have an early dinner. Tonight's dinner will be burgers. Show you that later. But yeah, no, it's just hot. It's just incredibly hot. It's 3:43 p.m. Hey Michelle, how hot is it?
It's so hot. I don't have a joke, but it's hot.
Yeah, it's so hot. We had to stop putting the tent together just to cool off because it's actually a lot cooler outside than inside the tent. And on top of that too, we were getting hangry mostly. So we're just cooking some corn. I'm gonna tell you about my new toy here later. This is the first time we're trying it out, so we got hungry, so we decided to start it up and cook something. But I'll tell you guys all about that later on, how it actually perform and all that good stuff. The tarp is up. I might have to put a couple more guidelines just in case it gets windy tonight. But I think I'm just gonna put a guideline here and over here. Sorry, over here and over there, just to give it a little bit more wind protection from wind. We're hoping that's gonna get a lot cooler this evening. I'm just hoping because it's hot. It's hot. Compared to the last camping trip. Last camping trip was cold. This time it's hot, so it's like completely different. But yeah, no, we're just gonna rest for a bit, cool off, and finish off setting up the campsite. Yeah, so after that we'll do a tour later tomorrow around the area tomorrow morning because this place is actually pretty full. It is 5:35 p.m. So a little quick tour. A sitting dinner area, sitting area here, car, tent. Michelle and I are heading to the beach just to see and dip our foot on the water because it's incredibly hot. So I was mentioning the reason why we got this area because it's literally our campsite. The beach is right there. So the path is just right up there, so we're gonna head over there and see what we can find. Oh, this is nice. I think ours is better. I like the better word, it's much better. I think it's just up here.
It's not that bad, actually. It's nice.
Oh, here's.
It's just really close to the parking.
Here is like, you're really open here. This really.
This is just,
Yeah.
But this is a good site for like lots of people. Actually.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, this is interesting. You have your own. Yeah. There's two of them right there, so it's perfect if you have like people, right? So.
That's a good one for like a big family get together.
Exactly.
Or a friend get together.
Exactly. This one, I was originally looking at this one right here because it's literally across the water here, but I didn't know how close or how private it is, so I decided not to get that one instead. Because when I booked this area, it was just open. Sorry, go ahead.
There's no such thing as like a bad site here.
No.
Really?
Oh, look at this. This is interesting. This is perfect. Oh my god, I'm ready to go jump in the water, by the way. Oh no. Sand is hot. It's incredibly hot. So. Well, I did bring my beach tent thing.
Yeah.
I doubt it. So I have this feeling that we don't need to. Eh? We don't need to. Oh, let's check the water out. Oh my god, it's so nice. Oh. Yeah, it's nice. You can actually see the whole thing. So I'm definitely going to be swimming tomorrow. It is cold though. The water is incredibly cold. Let me go this way. Water is incredibly cold. There's no lifeguards. But yeah, we came out from there. Then we got here. This is the beach area. So I'm very happy with this. It is 5:15 p.m. So sit rep. I should go where the sun is so you guys can see me properly. So here's the issue. Here's the thing. What I'm ending up doing is I noticed that because of the sand, the stakes are actually coming out when the wind hit it. So what we did is we ended up just reposting or changing where the stakes are, bringing down and just keep hammering them until it gets as deep as possible. What we also did is we put guidelines here and here, just to give a little bit more protection on the when the wind gust comes in. So far what we're going to do is we're going to keep an eye on this. If it gets really windy, we might drop it a bit, just give it a little bit of a fighting chance to survive overnight. Also the temperature itself actually is cooling down a bit. The sun's still intense, but it's cooling down. We did walk to the beach itself. The beach was nice, but I have mixed feelings. Feelings about the site. Don't get me wrong, the park itself is beautiful. The beach is beautiful. We'll go through all that tomorrow. The little beach town that they have here is great. But if you're planning to come here, in my opinion, you should have an RV. If you're planning to do the tent thing, it's great. But it's great. It's fine too. But RV, I think this is the best place for RVing. If you're planning to do if you're looking for something private, this campsite is not ideal because everyone's so close. Like, everyone can see each other. That's the thing. Everyone can see each other. Everyone can everyone can just see each other, right? So if you don't mind that, this is a great spot. The beach itself, again, is what, 20, 30 feet away. It's walking, so it's great. The water is cold, especially today, what we had, especially the hot day. It's perfect. No problems there. There is a breeze coming in. I'm sure you can hear that. There is a breeze. It is cooling down, but as soon as you go underneath the sun, it's just hot. If you're in the shade, it's fine. It's manageable. But if you're underneath the sun, forget about it. It's hot. We did finish the tent. We'll go through the tent tonight to make that. So here I'll go give you a proper tour of the site itself. Okay, hold on. Okay. The site itself is moderately sized. It's not big, but it's not small. It's enough to put a tent, okay, and a gazebo or a tarp like what we did. We put a tarp between the trees. It's working fine. Mind the guidelines. The biggest issue we had is the wind, so that's why it looks kind of funky. The car itself here works fine. Two in a pinch. It's kind of iffy. You can park right there, but it's a tight site if you're doing it with 2 cars and 2 tents plus a solarium or any canopy or shelter. It's not ideal size. If you're doing solo or a couple, it's perfect. If you're an RV or a trailer and RV will fit, but it's gonna be tight. But I think people who come here, it's all about the beach, not the site. So we're gonna be spending the day, majority of the day at the beach, and possibly heading to the little beach town area that they have to check it out. So we'll see what's gonna happen tomorrow. We'll figure it out. Privacy wise, like I mentioned, it's practically non-existent. So just be aware of that. When you come here, you have to do your research if you're gonna do that. It is 6:03 p.m. We're actually going to start eating dinner. We're actually going to start cooking dinner. Guess what? we have the shade and it's incredibly warm. Underneath the sun is just hot. Whatever, it is what it is. It is hopefully it's gonna get cool tonight to make it more bearable for tonight. So yeah, let's talk about this out of bounds grill thing. So this is the second time we're gonna use it for today. We used it for the corn this afternoon because we were getting hungry. So we're just preheating it up now. We're gonna cook the burgers and see how it actually goes. Based on people using it, it works. It does work, and hopefully it will work the way we want to work for today's dinner. Yeah, so we're just gonna have burgers and some homemade pasta salad, and we're probably gonna be eating it in our camping table, not the table that we're using to cook on, because to be honest with you, it is filthy. It's like incredibly dirty. So we're just literally just using it to put stuff on top. We'll use our own table to eat on it. It is 7:04 p.m. So we finished up eating dinner. I do apologize for not filming dinner, because reason why we ended up eating dinner without me showing dinner, because there's so much bugs here, like flies, that we just decided to just eat it and relax in front of the fire. Hopefully the flies and mosquitoes will leave us alone. We ended up cleaning up the camping, the seating area for dinner. Michelle and I are just gonna sit in front of the fire and just relax for the rest of the night and enjoy. Sorry, not sponsored. Just enjoy the evening itself. Yeah, I had to restart the fire a couple of times because the fire actually died on me because of moisture from the stuff that I'm trying to burn. So also known as food, leftover like peelings and like leftover stuff that we just need to get rid of. So the creatures were not gonna ransack our site. The tarp that I put up earlier with the extra guidelines is actually holding down properly. I don't have to worry about this thing flying over overnight, just in case there's any gusts of wind. One thing that I noticed that while we are here is the traffic from the street. We're close enough that you can actually hear trucks and cars. Hopefully that dies down overnight. Lots of birds here too. There's just tons of birds out here that's just gonna be loud. It's like the trip that I had like last year with all the cicadas. So that's kind of interesting. Hopefully the temperature just drop, just make evening a lot more interesting, cooler and more comfortable. It is 8:35 p.m. Yeah, it's still glowing. So we're gonna walk for the beach and get some fresh air. It's just get some non-smoky air. Oh, cool! It's out. Okay, shall we? Yeah, we're just gonna go for a walk to the beach and get some water in our skin. Hopefully, see how cold it is. It is getting darker, but it's not bad.
Lamps just in case.
No, it's not gonna get high. Should be fine. Here it is. I was hoping to hear the waves tonight. Hey?
The birds are loud.
The birds are louder, yeah. But yeah, I was hoping to hear the waves. The sand is a lot cooler in here.
A lot cooler than earlier.
Oh, we're having a picnic. It's like having a picnic. Ooh, this is pretty. I know, right? Very, very pretty. Yeah. Look at that. Very, very pretty. You can hear the waves. It's 9 p.m. So what we decided to do is just to settle in for tonight and chill inside the tent and just relax. It's been a long day. incredibly long day. We've just been cleaning up and getting everything sorted out. Yeah, it's just been the heat itself is just making us so tired that it was just hard to do anything, especially setting up. It took us a while to set up, surprisingly, and yeah, with that heat and getting everything sorted out, it was just too much. So we decided we're just gonna relax for the rest of the night and just enjoy the evening. The temperature is dropping, the wind is coming. It's really nice breeze, and I'm glad with that. Hopefully it gets better this evening. But the tent position is not bad. It's covered by trees. If I actually move it closer to the middle, it'd be a lot better. Get a better breeze flowing. Sorry, there's bugs, like tiny bugs flying all over the place. That's why we decided we're just gonna settle inside a tent. But no, everything today was good. Can't wait for tomorrow. Tomorrow will be really fun. It's just gonna be beach day, and hopefully we're gonna be going to the town. Just go to the shops and get some ice cream, hopefully. If you can get some ice cream or something like that. But that's the plan for tomorrow. Again, reason why we didn't film dinner, it was just too much flies all over the place, so we try to eat as fast as we can and get that into our stomach and just clean up. We ended just cleaning up and just getting inside just to cool, just to get away from the mosquitoes, not the mosquitoes, sorry, the flies. Yeah, so that will be, but I'll touch base with you before I go to bed. Okay, see you guys there. It is 10:01 p.m. We're going to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and Michelle's already sleeping, so I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay. Day 2, 8:40 a.m. Good morning. Last night was interesting. It got really nice and cool around 10 o'clock last night, so the sleep was actually very nice. It is windy last night as well too. I'm just glad that I put the additional guidelines for the tarp. I'm very happy I did that, because the whole thing would be just flapping all over the place and might just, fly or just like collapse itself and just ruin the whole night for everyone. So that worked out really well. Today's temperature, I keep getting mixed signals from the two different weather stations out here. It keeps telling me that's supposed to have a thunder showers today. It's not gonna happen. It's actually very nice outside today. It's incredibly beautiful. It's 17 degrees, with a high of 25, so it's gonna be the same thing as yesterday, heat-wise. But I think we should be fine. I don't know what we're planning to do for today yet, but I'll keep you guys informed on that one. But yeah, so it's definitely be coffee first, and get that sorted out and starting. We're gonna save our firewood throughout the day, probably tonight. Good news is it's just too hot to have firewood, but the garbage and recycling bins are literally 30 feet away from here, so we can actually toss out all our stuff throughout the day. So that will help us just manage the waste in our campsite. So, but yeah, no. Today's menu for breakfast is eggs, bacon, and scones, and it's gonna be delicious. Yeah. So, morning, Michelle.
Morning.
Yeah. So it's been it's a nice morning. It's a nice, cool morning. Hopefully it keeps up, and hopefully you can just minimize the heat as much as possible. We do have flies on the tent last night, and that was make a very interesting evening. And I found out there's a hole in my tent that I didn't realize it was there until this morning when the sun was hitting it, or light was hitting on it. So hold on, see if I can show you guys. But it's actually here, right here. Oh, look, it's out of the way here. Right here. So I need to get a patch kit before my next camping trip with this tent. It's actually in end of July. I do have another camping trip at the beginning of July, mid-July I mean, that I don't need this tent. I'll be using someone else's tent, so I can at least get this thing patched. I'll probably patch it this weekend or the following weekend just to get this thing sorted out. Good news is I can actually patch this without any issues because it's a mesh inside. Yeah, I think it's a mesh inside. Yeah, something like that, but I think I can get this patch pretty easily. I think it's a mesh inside, then patches from the outside, probably that will help fix the problem. But yeah, no, it's frustrating. I gotta find a way to mark that up, but yeah, no, it's really annoying that there's a hole on my tent. Yeah. It is 8:26 a.m. so it's coffee's done. We ended up just using the my camping stove to do the water, and yeah, so we're just gonna, before breakfast, we're just gonna head out and take for a walk at the beach just to get some fresh air. The air here is nice, but I think the beach's air would be a lot better. You can feel the humidity now. It is getting warmer, and hopefully it gets not too hot like yesterday. The only problem is, again, we don't have a canopy of trees to protect us from the sun, so whatever we rigged up with our tarp is the only shelter we have for today. Again, this is a good experiment because last time I stayed in a campsite with a canopy of trees. It gets really cold. There's not enough sun to charge the jacket just in case I end up using it. Now I don't have canopies on top of me. It will get really hot. Plus I have this feeling this part of the campsite is designed for the RVs rather than tents, because there's a lot of headroom for RVs and trailers to be brought in and to be set up on. So that's a food for thought next time I come here. Next time I'll probably go to the other campsite, still part of the park, but the other side. I think that's more tent friendly than this place. This place is more on the RV side. Yeah, so we're gonna go for a walk, and when we get there, I'll show you guys what it looks like. I don't mind waking up on this every morning. Michelle, hint, we should move to the beach. Trying. The water was cold yesterday, so I presume it's gonna be cold again this morning or today. It's only around 8:30, so it's actually it's getting warm already, and the sun is actually beating hot. So we're just gonna drink some coffee first, head back and have some breakfast. But it sounds really great here. The sand is actually very nice and crisp. It's not like a pebbly sand at all. Right now the sand is pretty warm, pretty nice in the feet, but when we came here yesterday, the sun was heating up the sand, so just be aware that if you're planning to be here during the day, it is going to get hot. There are shades underneath the tree, just on our line, just beyond the sand dunes. Where the sand dunes are, there's shades there, but I've seen people with little tiny like beach gazebos set up here so they can relax and be underneath the shade. But if you're planning to be here, just be aware that you can use beach umbrellas as well too. I did bring our beach tent gazebo with us today, just in case. But I have a feeling that we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna bring like a mat, hang out at the beach and swim just to cool off. But again, we'll see what we're planning to do. We're still trying to sort that out. But yeah. It is 9:05 a.m. so breakfast is served. So we're having crumpets, eggs, and bacon. I cooked the bacon and I cooked up the bacon at the grill, and the crumpets at the grill as well too. And eggs is just regular, cook it in a pan. And the butane. So I'm officially switched to butane now. No more propane. So I'm very happy with that. Cooks a lot faster, lighter to carry. Yeah, no, I'm very happy with this. We'll be cooking the rest of the meals with all this, with a butane grill, and yeah, I'm super excited about this little toy. It is 9:16, and Michelle, what happened to you? What's happening to you while eating breakfast?
Mosquitoes.
She got eaten by mosquitoes because she decided to put lotion.
I don't know that that's the main reason.
It's the main reason.
No, it could be other reasons.
So the rule of thumb in camping is try to avoid something that you put on your body that's considered smells good, like lotion,
Fragrance.
anything fragrantly, lotion, deodorant, what else? Perfume, or anything like that, because at the end of the day you will get bitten because they are attracted to something smelly good. That's why when you go to camping, try to avoid using any of those, and just find a way to clean yourself without using anything, or moisturize yourself without any additional non-scented product. Also helps too. I do have Bounce if you want to start carrying that too. Bounce is good too to get rid of the mosquitoes, but not the flies. Yeah, buggy in my leg. Gazebo has been set up, ready to go. It does come with sandbags that you can put in. It is from Coleman. I'll put the link in the description for this beach gazebo thing. It does work really well. This is the second time using it, but the first time I used it is, like I mentioned, it was for a campsite as a shelter. It's terrible as a shelter for rain, but during the sun it's perfect. For the summer it's perfect. So we're gonna leave this here, and we're just gonna enjoy beach day, and we'll go from there. It is 1:16 p.m. So we just got back from the beach. We left our gazebo there, our beach gazebo, portable gazebo, whatever you guys want to call it, the Coleman. So we came back here to have some little hot dogs, and yeah, and we're just gonna have some lunch and relax for a bit, and we're gonna be heading back there again, spend the rest of the day there. It's just to be nice and relaxing. A couple of things that I want to let you guys know about this grill that I'm totally obsessed on is the Outbound grill. It's a butane base grill. So if you've used a butane stove before, it's exactly the same thing. The only difference is instead of having just the flame, you see it comes with the grill itself, like this one here. It does work exactly what's supposed to be, what's supposed to advertise. It used butane itself. We cooked breakfast with this with bacon before, and today we're gonna have for lunch we're gonna have hot dogs, sausages. After tonight we're gonna try with lamb and asparagus, I believe, and double baked potatoes. That's for our dinner tonight. And we'll be cooking everything here. Again, the reason why I switched from the Zip portable coal barbecue to this one, because of the cost itself. This is $80 Canadian, plus another $10 ish for the butane. Let's say just round it up to $100 including tax and all that stuff. But the Zip portable coal barbecue is $20. The most expensive I've seen is $20. The cheapest I've seen is $17.99, so it's $18 per unit. And it's not very cost effective if you plan to use the barbecue twice or 3 times a day. So do the math. You have 5 barbecues you already paid for this already. So yeah, 5, and I had to do a little math there. So 5 times you barbecue, you already paid for this already, instead of just keep buying those things over and over again. And the size, the form factor, the size of this thing, it's perfect, right? And it comes with a carrying case itself, and it's not heavy at all. And I'm very happy with what I'm getting from this thing, and it's awesome. It's like, I'm very happy with this. So it's Like even Michelle's like, I can't. She knows I'm very, very excited because I've been looking for something like this for a while. Because I don't want to use propane because it's hard to clean. This thing is super easy to clean. You can remove the grill. There's a drip pan. You can remove the drip pan. On top of that drip pan goes to another drip pan. So there's the internal of this stove. I'll show you guys so after it's cooled down. Does not get dirty. Sorry, my lighting sucks. It doesn't get dirty because of everything just flows into a proper drip pan. And it's easy to clean, so as soon as it cools down, just wash it, you're good to go. But just one thing that if you guys are going to use one of these is grab yourself a used toothbrush so you guys can clean the grill underneath the grill, because the drippings from the stuff you're cooking will drip into it and it's hard to clean. I just noticed that we noticed that when we're cleaning it. So if you're planning to get one of these, get yourself a like a used toothbrush or a cheap toothbrush just so you can scrub that inside the grill stuff so it gets cleaned. It's 3:14 p.m. Michelle and I just finished cleaning the beach area that we were using, all the our little hut area. So now we're just gonna decided to walk to quote unquote the town of Long Point. It's just a small area that people gather. There's ice cream shops. There's like an outdoor shop that you can get outdoor gear. So. I don't know how far it is, but we're gonna walk and see how far we can get until we get tired and move back. It is 3:20. We decided to cop out and not go because it's too damn hot and it's too far. So we decided we're just going around the neighborhood and see what's out here and what kind of houses out here and what's for sale. Hopefully we can find something that's potential, right? Yeah, no. But it is a nice area though. It is very, very nice. It's hot. There's a turtle crossing that we saw turtles crossing. So people actually stop and pick up the turtle and go. That's nice of them. Yeah. Near the area of our camping area, there's actually neighborhoods around it. And they're all beachfront properties. Looks like they're all seasonal or they're second houses. It's pretty nice. Some of them is actually literally beachfront itself. And between some houses, there's actually public area or public walkway to get to the public beach. So it's pretty neat. There are definitely some that are definitely Airbnb for sure. Okay. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool. Because we're here during the week, so it's actually pretty quiet. But I don't know how busy this place is during the weekend. I got this feeling it's going to be a lot more busy. Okay? So. Yes, exactly. It's 3:30, so we got back to the park and we're just walking around, and there's the layout of this place is kind of different. It's open, so you have this side and that side. They're all different sides, but they're all open together. Compared to other parks that there's at least some type of separation, but this one there isn't. So if you're planning to come here, make sure that you do your research regarding the campsite itself and look at those photos that Ontario Parks are providing. But the good news is they're all RV friendly in this site that we are at. Again, they have the sand dunes. What they're only separating is the sand dune itself. Actually, that's our site over there. So we go around here. But yeah, it's different than other sites. So just be aware of that when you're coming here. See the sand dunes? See, if you have a site in the sand dunes and stuff, this is what you get. Oh, it's actually a park here. Oh, we can actually go through. Yeah. So you can notice here that this is actually one of your site. I think this is 205. But you have your beaches right there. So you have pathway, right? A little pathway where Michelle is heading to. That's to get into the pathway to get to the beach. But this is all yours. But you notice that there is no shade. This is midday right now. So So you do have to, it is a crapshoot to get shaded area or not. So just be aware of that and confirm your photos of your site if this is the one you're looking for. We're gonna keep walking and see what else we can find here. Okay, here's your site. Here's your pathway to get to the beach. It's the same one we had last when we've been using going to the beach. Okay. We can actually go that way. That's our site right there. Oh, you want to go around?
We'll go around.
Yeah, that's one of those comfort station that doesn't have a bathroom. That only has a bathroom, not a shower. Here's another spot right here. Again, this is actually a lot better. It's shaded. You're still close to the beach, but you are pretty far from the bathroom / showers. Oh, I want to show you guys something as well too that in my opinion every park should have, not just this park. This is the potable water station, and this is the best thing ever. You notice something here? Notice something different? This is the faucet, and you put your pail right here. So some parks you put it in the ground. Here you just put it in this little platform that they have here. If Ontario Parks decide to do that to all the parks, it'll be probably the most favorite feature that the park will have. Just saying. Here's another slot here that's like busy. Let's open. This is 211. So you can see that this section of the camping side of Long Point is very different compared to others. You just have to be aware what kind of site you're choosing, because some of them will not have cover at all, but they are RV and trailer friendly. Tent, they are, but it's not recommended. That's all I can say about that. Okay, we're gonna keep walking and head back to our campsite. It is 3:45. Yeah, we cheated. We ended up driving down because we got a hankering for ice cream. So there's 2 ice cream shops in town, so we're gonna go to the first one and see what they have ice cream wise, or else we'll go to the other one as well. So let's go check out this place. Ice cream, candy, burgers, and more. Firewood and ice. Looks like it's a convenience store. Butter right down here.
Hey, go in there!
So the first place has peanut butter, so we can't go there. Let's go and check out the other place and then see what we can have for ice cream wise. Too bad though, it smells good inside. So we're gonna go back to R&R Outdoors. We were there to grab some towels, yeah. So we're going back there to see what kind of ice cream they have. Oh, the same ice cream, Shaw ice cream. Oh well, let's go see what they have. But we're gonna check out the food truck though. Let's go what they have food-wise. Menus. I know, I just want to see what they have. Pickled on a bun. Especially for pork taco. Jeez. This is where we're gonna go tomorrow. We don't want to change our appetite, so we're gonna check out this place later. Struck out. We all have peanuts. So we're just gonna call this day a shot. This trip a shot. Not dramatic. I just want ice cream. But apparently I can't have that either. So, but we're gonna go back here for lunch tomorrow and eat here. Okay, going back to the campsite. It is 6:30 p.m. and Michelle and I took a nap. It was too hot, so we ended up just passing out and sleep because it was just too hot inside the tent, and we woke up 2 hours later. Yeah, that's how hot it is. So yeah, so it was just too hot. It's like what happened yesterday when I was setting up. It was just there's really no shade at all, so it just makes staying in this site just too much. If I had a choice, I'll go somewhere else with shade. Like I keep mentioning before, this site itself was I have a feeling it's designed for more RV trailer sites than anything else. But the good news is there is a breeze coming in. It does help cool things down, but at the same time it's just not helping at all, especially if it's inside the tent. I'm just hoping that there's enough breeze here overnight just to keep everything cool again. But yeah, so today's for the rest of the evening's plans is to start cooking dinner, start the fire. We do have baked potato double bake tonight and lamb. Again, I do want to apologize that I did not take any photos or videos or talk about lunch today because it was just too hot. So just an FYI, just a little recap. Our lunch was just an open-faced hot dog, just hot dog with toasted bread and homemade pasta salad. So that's all we had for lunch. So it was good though. It was good. It was very, very good. Tonight we're going to have a homemade twice baked potatoes. It's really good. It's delicious, and lamb. So we're going to record all that tonight because this is our last night. And after that, we're just going to chill for the rest of the night and just try to stay cool as much as possible. I think for the next camping trip, I'm definitely going to be investing on a USB fan instead of tent, just to help circulate the air because it was just still. It's too hot without proper circulation, so I'll definitely gonna start looking and start investing in a fan for inside a tent. Yeah, so that's what's gonna happen next. And oh man, mosquitoes, get the thermostat up and running again as well. But yeah, we did run the fire last night, but not enough because it was just too hot. I didn't want to run the fire too much. So tonight we definitely need it for our meal tonight. So we're gonna get that up and running. But I'm not sure if you can actually hear the wind. It's really nice. Yeah, and a lot of fuzz floating around as well too. So it just gets all over the place. And yeah, hopefully it does cool down overnight. The sun is fading away over there. Trunk is open, mind a mess, and it's just, trees are moving. Yeah, so that's the gist. We're just gonna relax for the rest of the night and put our feet up and have good dinner. Lamb. We're having lamb tonight. Can't wait for that. So we'll chat again later. It's 7:30. We have lamb and twice baked potato. This is what I call dinner. Last dinner of the camping. Might as well go out big, right, babe?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna unpack and get back to you. It's 8:50 p.m. and guess what? I forgot to record our first bite again. What do you think, Michelle?
It was really good.
Sorry, say that again?
It was really good.
Yeah. So we have barbecue lamb, shoulders, and twice bake. If you guys don't know what twice bake is, it's literally you take a baked potato, boil it, bake it, scrape the inside. After you scrape the inside, you mixed it with bacon, green onions, a little bit of butter, a little bit of cheese. Then reform it back into the shell, wrap it, and bake it again. In this case, you bake it while you're camping, So there's your double bake. It's so good. I wish I recorded that one. That was my bad. But yeah, it's good. Weather-wise, it's cooling off, so that's great. But yeah, no, the fun part, cleaning up. Yeah, but good dinner. Too bad I forgot to record it. So sad. It is 9:10 p.m. Sun is down, and we are just relaxing, just to stay cool. Because the tent's still pretty hot. Go ahead, you can bring it down if you want. Sorry, we're just closing the trunk. Fancy car, fancy trunk. So now, yeah, no, we're just cooling off. It's just too hot, so we turn on. We got the fire. We doused the fire because it's just creating heat that we don't want. That's why we got it off. So, but close to the fire, we do have a red light in our tent. Like I mentioned before, having a red light or a light on the tent in the middle of the night, especially if you leave the tent, at least you know where your tent is, your tent site is. As soon as the sun is down, sometimes it's hard to find where your tent is. Having a light outside your tent, turning it on when you leave the tent and turning it off before you walk inside, helps to find out where your site is. Just in case you get lost. It helps. It's a trick like that. Just makes life a lot easier. Yeah. So Michelle, how was your dinner?
Delicious.
Delicious? What did you have again?
Lamb and a double baked potato.
Yeah, delicious.
Very delicious.
Very delicious. So that was our dinner. Tomorrow we're just having leftovers, and I'm gonna have my normals instant noodles. So I got something different today. I did check. There's no peanuts in it, so I can actually have it. So no more McDonald's run, but McDonald's is kind of far from here, so. But now we're gonna have breakfast, coffee. Then we're gonna take everything down. We are planning to go to that truck stop, or the shop that we went to for lunch before we head back to the city. Because it looks pretty good, so we definitely want to try it out and see what it tastes like. And after that, head back to town, clean up, and get ready for the next trip. I'll chat to you before bedtime. 9:56 p.m. and yeah, we're going to bed now. It's been a long day, so tomorrow we'll just do a full recap regarding this trip and the site, and it's a very interesting site. I definitely want to review that with you and to see what's pros and cons of this place is, and just go through it. I think our experience here is slightly different than what you're going to be experiencing, because of where we're staying and all that stuff. There's other options regarding site here that probably more suited for you guys, but either way, we're going to go through that tomorrow, and hopefully it's just a full recap itself. Okay, good night, guys. 7:03 a.m. day 3, and good morning. It's been a very quiet morning so far. I've been awake for about an hour now. Michelle's still sleeping. It's actually been a very cool morning this morning, and compared to yesterday was it's a nice cool morning, but it took a while to heat up faster than I expected. But today's temperature will remain same, hot. But this morning is going to be nice and cool. Today's our last day, so we're heading back to the city, Toronto. Earlier this morning, about noonish, that's the goal. We're just going to have breakfast, clean up, and hit the road after. Last night was the same thing. It was just really hot last night. It took a while to cool down. When it did, it was just damp. So hopefully today will be a lot more comfortable. The goal is just to be out of here before the afternoon sun kicks in, because we don't want to be here at that time. It's just really, really hot. And yeah. So today's breakfast is just going to be something simple, because we are planning to have lunch at the food truck place where we went to earlier yesterday to to have lunch there because it's pretty cool. Looks like the food is pretty good, so we're gonna check out that place and all that good stuff. Good thing about camping in the middle of the week, no one's really here except the long-term campers who camps here during like for 7 days, 14 days maximum right now in Ontario parks to park at. So yeah, it's nice. That's why I prefer That's why I prefer camping during the week. It's a lot quieter, and your pick of campsite is actually a lot better. I just want to show you around the front of our campsite. Oh, by the way, I forgot to mention before I do that, where we are right now, because we're so close to the road, you hear every single truck, car, motorcycle that pass by, and it's incredibly annoying. But you're paying for the convenience of being close to the beach. That's what you're paying when you're here. So I'm going to show you guys around the park itself. So across our lot, our site is actually a playground. This playground is actually pretty neat. Some kids are playing around here for the past few days. They're pretty quiet, no issues there. That's a campsite right there. That's a campsite, empty campsite. Someone's staying there. This is the campsite. There's 2 more campsites back there. There's another one there as well. And as you can see, they're pretty close together. Privacy is practically non-existent here. So if you're looking for privacy, this is not a best spot for you to go to. Again, like I mentioned, you go here for the beach, not for privacy. So keep that in mind. And if you have that in thought going here, you'll be fine. Again, we'll do the final thoughts later on today, but overall, it's a good site. It's just there's no shade. You're actually going to pan around to some of the site here. You can see there's no shade here. There's nothing here. Like here's one side here. If you look up, there's nothing. Like here, that's the site. There's nothing there. Here's another site. There's nothing there. So it's very, very open. This is very open. There's no shade at all. If you're playing, that's why I said earlier yesterday that this place is perfect for RVs and trailers because there's so much headroom for your vehicle to come in and park. You're not gonna have an issue of like hitting a tree or anything like that, and you'll be fine. If you're a tent camper, you will be baking under the sun. Like our tent is useless until it cools down in the middle of the night. That's how bad it is. If I had a choice, if I had to redo again the setup, I'll definitely put a tarp on top of the tent and make that air gap in between, just to get some air circulation, just to keep everything cool. Yeah, and yeah, this morning it's a lot cooler, and we're just gonna wait. I'm just gonna wait for Michelle to wake up, then I'll start having breakfast. But for now, I'm gonna get coffee ready. It is 8:15 a.m. Michelle's awake, so we're just starting getting coffee and tea ready. Well, most tea. Coffee's done. I actually took down the awning already. I'm just in the middle of packing it. Yeah, birds decided to make a mess on top of the tarp, so I have to get this thing cleaned before I pack it. I'm not sure if I remember if I say tarp or awning. It's tarp. Very early. You can actually feel the heat coming out now. It's actually getting warmer and warmer, so the faster we can get this packed before mid-morning, I mean, that'll be good. Good news is we don't have to pack that much. It's literally just the tent and pack the car, and we're good to go. And just wash a couple of dishes. We're probably gonna finish the dishes when we get home. But yeah, so it looks good. We do have unburned wood from last night. We're just gonna leave it here for the other camper that's coming in after us. It's cloudy today. It's blue skies, a little cloudy, but not bad. Not bad at all. So we're just going to finish tidying up and clean up at least the awning. the tarp is down, so that's good. I'm gonna start unhooking the fly as well too from the tent to get some breeze into it. So just to make packing a lot more comfortable than staying under the heat inside the tent. It is 8:43, so this morning we're literally having soup for breakfast. Well, Michelle's having soup for breakfast with lamb. I'm having a Japanese style noodles for lamb. Everything is instant, so we're trying thing. I get this feeling this is gonna be a thing, just having instant noodles the last morning just to try it out. So, but Michelle's updating her instant noodles with our leftover lamb from last night. So it's something different, and hopefully it's good. This is what hers has. It's a vegetable and lamb and coffee. That's her breakfast. Mine's this Japanese dry noodles thing, so I'm just heating it up now. I fortunately don't speak Japanese, so it's kind of hard, so I'm there just looking at the photos of how they're heating things up and how everything is prepped. Oh, here, hold on. Michelle, what do you think? No pressure. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah. Not bad?
Not bad.
Not bad. And that thing itself comes with its own fork, so it's self-sufficient meal compared to other instant noodles. Instant noodles you have to bring utensils. This one gives you everything. The only thing you have to add is just hot water. So that's actually pretty good. How does it good? How is it with the lamb? Good lamb. All right.
Yeah, it's good.
Good.
This fork though will not stand up to the cold lamb, so I'm gonna
switch. Yeah, it's a pretty interesting fork. It's collapsible, so you just have to fold it out and it works. When I had the same company, the same noodles I had my last trip, last camping trip, I have the spicy one, and it was great. It was very, very good. So can't wait to try mine. Okay, so here, let's fix the camera here. Okay, so here it is. You just pour the sauce inside, and it's supposed to mix it. It has this soy sauce and hot sauce smell to it. Let's see if this is going to burn my senses or it's just gonna be good. It's called UFO. The name of the instant noodles is UFO. So I did check. There's no peanuts here. Not like last time. So it's a dry noodle. So after you dehydrate the noodles, you pour the water out, and after you pour the water out, it actually comes with a spigot. When you open the container, you pour the water, and at the other side of it, there's a drain hole, so you can drain the water without worrying about the noodles falling out. So it's pretty genius. Okay, so it's supposed to be dry. This is what it looks like. It's dry now. You see? So let's see how this tastes like. Okay. I left the noodles for 3 minutes, but I don't have a translation app up and running, so I had to guess. I presume 3 minutes. Let's see. It's actually pretty good. Lamb.
There's a bone in there.
That's a bone.
It's a really big bone in there.
That's a really big bone over there. Okay. Yeah. Good though. Good. So, noodles worked out really well. Like this. I think it's gonna be a thing now that for me to test instant noodles, especially camping. Okay, I'm gonna finish eating. Talk to you guys later. It's 9:05 a.m. and we just finished eating breakfast. Breakfast was good. This was good. This is gonna be repeated. This one is but you have to, but the lamb, after you marinate and cook the lamb over night before and just heat it up the next day, it's so good. It's so much better. So that's gonna be a thing. So it is overcast, so that's good, keeping everything nice and cool. So what we're gonna do is after we're just gonna rest for a bit, then we're gonna start cleaning up. The goal is to get everything in the car and packed, hopefully around by 11 o'clock to 11:30. Then we get just freshen up and head the road and have breakfast after. Right?
Yeah.
Right. It is 12:32 p.m. Time for my review and conclusion about this trip. This trip is the first time that Michelle joined me for a camping trip for this season. The last time we went camping together was literally just before the pandemic, just before we actually got married. We got married in 2019, so after we got married, stuff started closing down, so that's why we never get a chance to go camping until now together. So we ended up choosing this place is because we've been here before. Day trip at the park. It's the main park itself, at the beach itself, and the campsite that we got into is just outside the park boundaries. It has their own sort of like their own area for considered park boundary as a part of the provincial park, but it's surrounding by houses. And this area here, I'll put in the description exactly where the location of our site is. I'm going to start putting that from now on to make it easier for you guys to know where exactly it is. It's a great site if you're an RV or a trailer. There is no shade whatsoever, a very little shade for your campsite. It's very sandy. Sandy is fine, but it's very sandy. My opinion about the site is not as clean compared to other provincial parks I've been to. At the end of the day, you're literally paying for location as in you're 20-30 feet away from the beach itself. You can literally leave your stuff there, go back to your site, have lunch or dinner, go back and swim again. That's perfect. We are here at the end of June, so it can get just before summer break hits. So when the summer break hits, this place can be packed. So it's a great location. It's a great family place. There's tons of kids running around because of the beach itself. If you're looking for something more secluded, more alone, more nature, this is not the best place to go. If you're here to with friends and family and just to have fun near the beach and all that stuff, this is a great place to go. It is out of the way though. It took us 2 hours and a bit to get here from Toronto to here. That's with traffic. We live just outside Toronto, so it's just traffic coming over here. If you are coming here, come in early as possible. Give yourself enough time to get here for your checkout time. Because where we're staying is outside the park, the main park area. We have to drive all the way to the park, grab our passes, and drive backwards back to the main area, about a kilometer and a half. Then you're into. Then after that, then you go into the camping site itself. I think it's cool. And it's not a big deal. It's not a problem. But if you do need anything administrative, you have to go all the way there and come back again. Again, it's a big park. It's normal, right? But if I would come back here again, yes, I'll definitely come back here again. But I'm not going to stay where I'm staying. I'm going to stay somewhere else. Has more shade because during morning, this place is great. At night, the afternoon, it's just a heat. The sun is just bearing down. It's literally just around 12:30 now, and it's like the sun is coming out, and the whole site is actually sunny, and it's hot, and it's piercing hot. So just imagine if you're here in July and August, it's just incredibly hot. So if you are planning to get here, make sure you have enough tarp to make your own shade. and be prepared to have a lot of heat because everything is radiant. Because it's sand does absorb heat and just radiate the heat itself. And the beach and the site itself, and we're closer to the beach, is all sand. So just be aware of that. And yeah, I'll give this 1 out of 10. That's in the highest. Would I come back here again? 1 is in, I will never come back here ever again. I'll give it about an 8 if I find another place out, not here. If I have to come back to this particular spot, I'd rather go somewhere else because it's just too hot and not very good. All the amenities are updated. Forgot to tell you, it's all updated. There's a lot of birds here, so you have to do. There's a lot of birds droppings in this area, so be aware of that as well too. The car is a mess. We gotta run it to a car wash when we get home before we start unloading. So just be aware of that. So that's all I have, and thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys next time here at Camping with Lenny. Thanks for listening. If you like what you're hearing, consider supporting this podcast by buying me a cup of coffee, link in the description. You can also visit campingwithlenny.com. There you can find other episodes and links that can help you on your next camping adventures. Thanks again.
Pickerel on a bun or
Yeah.
air perch tacos. I might have pickerel.
What's pickerel? What's pickerel? Fish?
Yeah, it's Lake Erie. It's a local cod.
Chicken quesadillas, boneless chicken wings.
Or you can do perch and fries. Or maybe do perch tacos.
Perch. Oh, perch and fries. I'll get perch and fries. Perch and fries.
Perch and fries?
Yeah. Okay. I'll give it perch and fries. Perch and fries and yeah, perch and fries.
Okay.
And freshly squeezed lemonade.
There's also pickerel dinner.
Yeah.
I'll try pickerel.
Okay. Perch and fries for me, baby.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hi. Can I get a perch and fries and a pickerel dinner?
Perch and fries and pickerel on the bun.
Pickerel dinner.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
And can I have a lemonade, please?
Yep. Anything else?
I'll get a lemonade too. Thanks.
That'll be 55.37, please.
Debit?